What's up, guys? I'm Evan Wick.
And I'm Patrick Spray.
This is episode 17 of
Washed Up. Yeah, you say it so slow.
Yeah, it'll be all right. We're always kind of off on that one.
We're in person now. We can't be off.
I know. We promised ourselves we'd be on, I guess.
We'd be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how you doing, Pat?
Good, man. How's Thanksgiving?
It was good. Had to drive 6.5 hours through a snowstorm from Minnesota to Madison.
That sucks.
My first time really driving in snow, too. It was sketchy.
Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, I see these memes on Instagram now where it's Wisconsin drivers and it's just this car fishtailing down the highway. Was that you?
That was not a lot of fishtailing, but being off of the road entirely. That was me. That's a meme.
You were off the road entirely?
Yeah, because there's snow, so it's like, I mean, there's a 2-lane highway, but the guy who's in the right lane is kind of covering both lanes, so you try to pass him up, and then you realize you're not on road anymore.
Yeah, you got to stay in like the grooves of where people are driving. You start to try to make your own path. You're going to veer off the road pretty quick.
Yeah, but then you realize the grooves that people are making are not actually part in the lanes.
Yeah, no, it's right down the middle.
Yeah. Dude, and the sketchy thing, too, is like semis passing you at 80 miles an hour.
Dude, those semis are kind of dumb.
They must be big enough not to be sliding, but yeah, it was sketchy. So that was my Thanksgiving experience.
Me and my girlfriend drove back on Saturday morning, like right in the middle of the snowstorm. But this semi is going past her. We're going probably 55, 60. And this semi is going past her at like 75, and she's looking over, and we're on the phone. She's like, what the hell is that? I was
It scares the hell out of you.
You're just getting passed by a semi right now. No worries.
Yeah.
Hold it straight.
What's the slowest you've ever driven on a highway that you can go like 70 miles an hour because of this
Probably
weather?
40 or 45.
40, 45. I had some parents at Madison tell me they had to go 15 to some tournament for PNL. 15 the whole
Oh, over to Iowa. That was a couple years ago. I remember that.
I had like multiple parents tell me that was one of the worst experiences they've had driving. But 15 in like a 70 mile an hour road. So, kind of crazy.
We're Wisconsinites, though. We brave the weather.
Yeah, for all the California people who are watching.
Show them your California boots again. Those stupid things.
They're not working. I've phoned my dad in for Christmas, and I said I need real boots. I should know.
Are those Vans?
These are Vans.
Yeah, these Vans aren't getting it done. My California boots.
I know. Bro.
Jake, what do you think about that? Yeah, look at those boots.
I know. I'm getting denser Vans. Getting denser Vans boots, but I think that these ones actually, I want some style. I don't want to be walking around in some rain boots.
You saying Jake doesn't have style?
No, those are stylish. Those are a little bit. I don't want to look like I already wear a Carhartt, so I'm a little bit of a poser, making it look like I'm blue collar. If I wear those, I'm gonna be like, okay, this dude's really trying hard to look like he's blue collar, and he's not.
Jake's a blue collar guy.
I know, but I'm saying I'm not gonna wear those. Those are definitely blue collar boots, right?
Steel toe, even.
I had California people tell me no steel toe in the winter because it makes your feet colder. Is that true? All right, so then that's good to know. So the California people kind of know what they're talking about.
Elite podcasters, blue collar.
Elite podcasters, blue collar? I would say so.
Yeah.
You're saying blue collar people are elite podcasters?
No, other way around. I'm saying that's what Jake is.
Oh yeah, he's a blue collar guy.
Blue collar guy. He runs his own. What's it called? Your lawn company? RS Lawn Care.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out.
blue collar.
If RS Lawn Care wants to sponsor this podcast, we'd love it.
And he does live podcasts.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, we should. Let us know in the comments if you guys want a live podcast. We'll do it for like NCAAs or something.
We'd like to do a live podcast. That'd be a lot of fun. Answer some questions.
Yeah. Let's dig in immediately. CKLV.
You want to start it?
National Duels.
Yeah,
National Duels,
we should talk about it. Sorry we didn't have a podcast last week about that. We just kind of got busy with all the travel and all the holiday stuff, but
hey, it is what it is.
We're going to talk about it now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's all you're going to get is a short sorry. Then now we're on to the next thing. Yeah. So, I mean, Iowa taking second was kind of Ohio State obviously was a huge deal seeing them take first. I want to say I didn't actually go through the entire podcast, but I'm pretty sure I did call Ohio State being a serious problem in this bracket.
You might have, but
especially at the lower weights, but I think they're just good enough at middle weights that they can kind of.
I thought their middle weights would be where they struggled for sure, you know. But you know who really surprised me on their team that kind of shot out of a cannon?
Okay, I'm gonna guess Davino.
No, Brandon Cannon, dude.
Yeah, Brandon Kennedy pretty good, but
Like,
Ben
but
Davino was
what
more
I'm
so.
saying is, yes, Davino, but we kind of expected that, right? Brandon Cannon's lost to guys in the past that it's like, okay, so this guy's like decent.
Yeah,
He's out here beating like he beat Ryder Block. I didn't expect that.
and Ryder Block just beat the number 2 guy, Pinheiro Johnson.
Yeah, well, I struggle to say Panera Johnson's the number 2 guy.
I really
He's the number
thought that
2
that
guy
was
on his own
shocking.
roster.
What's that?
He's the number 2 guy on his own roster.
Is he
Yeah, Frost is ahead of him.
really?
Yeah,
And he's ranked number 2 in the country.
on flow.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I really didn't think that was.
but like I don't think that Patty Gallagher is top level guy. I
no,
unfortunately
I don't.
Like he's definitely very good. I'm not trying to say anything about that, but like Karchla, I don't think he kind of had a good weekend. Like 2 weekends ago, sorry, but
yeah.
I expected those 3 to kind of be the weight classes, or 4 too with Fishback, who's actually pretty good. But I thought those 4 weight classes were going to hold them back that weekend, and they really didn't.
Yeah, they held their own. I mean, they just got taken to decisions against really good guys. If anything, was the worst thing. But I mean, obviously, Mendez.
Real quick, sorry, Styles beat Block, not Cannon. That's my bad. He beat Voinovich in the duel versus Iowa.
Styles beat Block. Okay.
Yeah, Styles. So like, that's an impressive win for Styles.
Yeah.
Another guy that you wouldn't have really thought of before the season started.
Here's something I think that this tournament was absolutely essential to Jesse Mendez, quite possibly winning Hodge.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm just glad to hear you say that because you were so out on him.
Was I?
Well, you're so high on Stanich that you're like, dude, there's no way Mendez wins.
Well, I didn't say there's no way, but I think Stan should be a good battle.
I think it's a good battle, but that's not what you said.
But I think that like Messenbrink very well could be a Hodge winner, but the fact that Jesse Mendez and Ohio State came out to this tournament and he wrestled dogs and beat the crap out of him. I mean, he just smoked Nasir Bailey, who was number 6, 7 at the time. Teched him.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that the level of competition that Mendez is wrestling is much higher than where Messenbrink's at right now.
Yeah, he already wrestled the returning. I mean, this was a returning national championship, Mendez versus Hardy.
Yeah.
Like he already has that before December.
That's 41, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 41.
Real quick, on the Larkins, are they 33 and 49? Where are they?
They're 33 and 49. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they got Manville at 41.
Yeah, which I think Caleb Larkin.
He's good.
I think he'll be an NCAA finalist. Let me see.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think he very much well could be.
I should pull up the rankings. That's one thing I didn't pull up that I should have pulled up. I'll do that real quick. Go
Yeah.
ahead, keep talking.
Well, I mean, I just think I wrestled with him this summer, and he was incredibly good. I know Sinclair wrestled with him this summer, and he's a 49-pounder, and he was holding his own against guys like me and Sinclair and Max Askren was training with him.
Oh, that was out at Fargo, or where was that at?
Well, I trained with him just throughout the summer at ASU
Okay.
because I was in there visiting Xander. But yeah, I mean, he's an animal, and he's cutting all the way down to 49. When he was wrestling me, he was like 170.
Was he really?
Yeah, he's huge.
So, okay, what do you think is the biggest takeaway from that college duels weekend?
Mendez is definitely big. I got a whole list here. Collegiate duels. Okay, Oklahoma State was not the hype train. Kind of has settled down a little bit. They've had some guys overperform, and they've had a lot of guys kind of underperform.
Well, I mean, it kind of goes back to that conversation we had. It might have been our last podcast or the one before, but talk about those couple guys that transferred in, and it's like, will their level rise with the rest of the team and the hype, or will it kind of sink to what we've seen in the past with the years?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't want to. I mean, Zach Ryder, that match that he lost against Cornell was stupid. I don't know if you watched that match, but it was
I think I watched that one.
The ref. There was like blood time, so the ref had to stop it. There was concussion protocol. It was like, honestly, I think it was a 20-minute match.
Really?
With everything that was going on, and then he would almost get a takedown, and they stop it with blood time. So he loses to some random Cornell kid, who's probably pretty good. Christian Hansen. Is it Christian Hansen or Christian Crave?
Hansen. He's ranked number 26 right now.
Yeah, and so he beats Zach Ryder, but honestly, Zach Ryder probably should have had that match. But then, he had a tough one against Ferrari.
Yep.
So, but the hype train was that he very well could be an NCAA finalist. He had a lot of power coming into the season, being a Penn State transfer. And then, the same thing with Facundo, same thing with Figs. Figs going to have a tough time starting.
Starting, you think?
Yeah.
Against, you think someone on the team's going to overtake him?
Yeah. What was Vega? Or is that
Vega's at 41.
41? Well, no, they were throwing in Ronnie Ramirez.
Ronnie Ramirez.
And Ronnie Ramirez he's a California kid. Ronnie Ramirez was having scraps with Drake Ayala.
Yeah.
Who's not necessarily looking the greatest.
They got Ronnie Ramirez ranked right now. They don't even have Figs in there.
Is that for real?
Uh-huh.
Ronnie Ramirez, Oklahoma State? Yeah, exactly. And they're cutthroat, man. Let's see who's at 141 because Casey Swiderski really also another transfer.
49.
49, yes. Let's see where Casey Swiderski is. Is he Okie State?
Yeah.
Let's see here, 141.
Sergio Vega's number 2 at 141 right now. And honestly, I do think that he might be the toughest test for Mendez this year, going back to your point about Mendez.
Who?
Sergio Vega.
Vega?
He had a really good weekend.
I'm not off the Stanich train. I think Stanich is going to be a really good dude.
Why is he not ranked right now?
Stanich? Yeah, maybe I got to look this up. Is this dude redshirting again? 141.
Dude,
he hasn't wrestled at all.
We're kind of jumping around, but let's just kind of stick on 41 for a second. Nasir Bailey. Dude, did he forget how to wrestle?
He's got the yips.
Do you think I hear people on like commentary saying that they think he's at the wrong weight class, that he's actually a 33-pounder?
I think he's big enough to run. He doesn't look like he's small.
He looks decently
he looks
big.
every bit of a 41-pounder. It's just, I think the depth here is insane. The depth here is a lot more insane than 133 has been the last few years. But you know what? He did have a good year at 133 when it was still RBY, Vito, and Crookham. He took fourth.
Yeah.
Fourth.
What I'm seeing right now is, I just watched him versus the Iowa State kid. Who was that?
141 Iowa State.
It doesn't matter. He looked terrible. He didn't shoot. He didn't do anything. There was no offense. He didn't even look like he wanted to wrestle. He's just standing in the stands.
Ecamendia.
Oh, yeah, Ecamendia. Top is supposed to be one of his best positions, right?
Yeah.
It looked like there was zero effort to try to hold him down. He'd let him get to his feet and just lock and be like, oh, I guess I got to let him go.
Yeah, and Ecamendia is from Cuba.
I know.
His mat wrestling's probably not going to be very great, but he got away immediately, and he rode Nasir Bailey when he wanted to.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I don't know if maybe it's just the pressure's getting to him. I don't know what it is.
Any last thoughts about national duels before we maybe get into Iowa versus Iowa State? Sinclair beating McAnally. Come on.
That was big.
6'3".
6'3".
And he was right there with Ferrari. Ferrari is winning 2 or 3-1 against a lot of guys. So
you know what I've noticed about the Ferraris is maybe their wrestling isn't really the greatest. They just know how to win. They know how to win,
yeah.
and they all have their way of playing the game. Whether it's they're both really flexible from that position where the guys in on a single leg, they're very flexible there. They can scramble really well. They're really flexible, and they can ride.
Yeah,
they can ride. I don't necessarily they're not bullying people.
No.
You know what I mean? When I watch Jesse Mendez, he's bullying people. When I watch the Ferraris, they're not necessarily bullying people, but they're very, very smart in how they play the game.
Yeah, very mat savvy. They understand how they want to wrestle a match, and they're very good at sticking to that game plan.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, the guys who they're wrestling are probably maybe even better than them. They just know how to play the game. Yeah, and Ferrari wrestles on his knee half the Angelo Ferrari wrestles on his knee half the time.
Yeah, you want to.
But it's playing the game. Picking up like AJ does, picks up the leg and takes him out of bounds. It's not necessarily stalling. Being on a knee isn't necessarily stalling. You know what I mean? They know how to play the game.
Yeah.
They know how to play the game.
That's one thing from freestyle I think could be brought over to folk style. I don't think going to a knee is a bad thing, but if you're staying on a knee for longer than 3 to 5 seconds, it's okay, dude, get up.
Yeah.
Right? You get in a stance. Everyone else has to do it.
Yeah, I think there should be something done about that.
Anyway.
About people hanging out on a knee too long.
Anything else about national duels?
How did Iowa look in the finals, you think?
About as good as they looked against Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa State was
not very good.
They did not look good. Well, they had.
It's just a down year for Iowa, which is unfortunate because I'm kind of curious how much money they're shelling out to a lot of these guys that are not making an impact on their team.
Are you upset at all with the state of Iowa being a lot of transfers? I honestly, before NIL, I figured they would be the last team to adopt this style of NIL, but they're probably one of the most effective at it. You know what I mean? I figured that they were kind of like the blue-collar, hard-nosed guys who were going to just walk you down and not want to take any transfers and build guys throughout their program.
Yeah. I guess I would have thought that they would be more of that mindset, develop their own. I do think they are developing some of their own, and I do think that. And I heard Flo talking about this. If you can get a Zach Ryder in a transfer portal, why wouldn't you want to?
Yeah.
Right? So it's I can't really blame them for getting transfers, for shelling out money to get the transfers. It's because if we could get them, we would. right?
I want to be very clear that I think that he's being a good coach. He's getting the guys in the portal who are
Yes.
dogs, but something's happening where they're not necessarily performing. I mean, Nasir Bailey and a bunch
I
of these
think
guys
they're
are not doing great.
they're changing their strategy, but in how they get kids to come there and who they're trying to go and get, they're changing that strategy. I don't think they've really changed their strategy on how they train,
Right.
and I don't know if it's necessarily a good mix with the athletes and the state of the program.
I think the way that they run their practices is good for the diamond and the rough guys to build and develop, but I don't think that the way they run their practices is necessarily great for guys who are already pretty good and have built their skills at a different program in a different way.
Yeah, I mean, we can say that because of the results. I don't really know much about like how they run their practices. like,
Yeah.
genuinely. So
Well,
it's
we
tough.
could have a good guess.
Well, that's what I
they're
mean.
pretty
Like we can
similar
we can have a
talent, maybe.
guess based off of like the results of the kids that have transferred over. It's like
Yeah.
even last year, Parco, kind of a letdown. You know, like
Very
it was,
much, very much so let down.
and I think
And
the same
Teamer.
things happened exactly with Teamer, and it's like okay, now it's continuing with Jordan Williams. Doesn't look like he is nearly ready for any type of national
No.
competition. Same thing with Nasir Bailey. Looks overwhelmed,
Yeah.
right? I mean, but then there's guys like Caliendo who they assimilate very well.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe it's not so much just about getting the names and the guys. It's about getting the guys that match the program that can excel once they get there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to be like Coach Wick here for Iowa, but I think that you look at a guy like if you're going to transfer to an Iowa, you really got to be of the mindset of like the hard-nosed wrestler who wants to develop their skills. I think there's some guys who are transferring to Iowa who are very talented and want to be good at wrestling, but maybe they're just maintaining. And I don't think Iowa's a great place to maintain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's a decent statement, so
Yeah.
I can't really contradict it.
Dean Peterson's looking great. So
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys that can like go over. He's that hard-nosed Jersey kid, right? He came
Yeah,
from Rutgers. There are certain kids that have that mindset that are going to excel there, and they do.
And I thought I would see it out of Nasir Bailey. I thought Nasir Bailey at Little Rock was like, oh my, this kid's tough as hell. He's at Little Rock of all places, being an All-American. Like, shout out to Little Rock. They run an incredible program. They had 2 All-Americans. They weren't even a program 6 years ago. But Nasir Bailey came from that program, and it just looks like things aren't really panning out for
Who's
him.
the last slickster you saw compete well at Iowa?
I wouldn't even know if I call him a slickster, bro. He was good on top. That's not slick. He's a good single leg, and he's good on top.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But so anyway, the duel starts out. Younger Bastida gets the win over Ben Keeter. Ben Keeter didn't look great.
Yep.
Younger Bastida did look very good, but he looked tired early. It didn't seem like Ben Keeter had anything for him. Then Dean Peterson comes out and gets the win over Steve O'Pullen. Great match.
Good match.
Yep, good scramble at the end.
Yeah, that was a good scramble. I thought he was dead to rights there for a second, and he continues to wrestle.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Great.
it's definitely a great win. It looks very impressive. He's a bright spot on Iowa's roster right now.
Yeah, and then Evan Frost comes in and just adds insult to injury for Drake Ayala, who's taken a few losses, and beats him pretty good, 11-5.
It was a good match for the most part, and then that he chose neutral in the third period rather than going down. Ayala did.
Mm-hmm.
Gets taken down in the first, 20, 30 seconds. And it's like, you got to be thinking, oh, shit, at that moment. I just made the wrong decision.
Yeah, Frost just looked great. He looked very dynamic in that whole match.
Very effective in his finishes, too, in that third period, which really kind of blew the match open.
Yeah. So now he's one of the contenders.
They got Ayala at 4 and Frost at 3 now.
I let 4 Frost at 3.
It's a tough weight.
That's good. Yeah,
All right.
That's fair. But I think honestly, like the real matches that were key here were so Ekamandia kind of beats the crap out of Nasir Bailey. Really could have teched him. Nasir Bailey didn't look great.
It wasn't close.
Vinny Zerbin.
You skipping over 49?
Yeah. Oh, that was yeah. Beats number 2, but like we said, number 2 Panero Johnson.
Yeah.
It's like I'm shocked to see that Panero Johnson is number 2.
Yeah.
I'm shocked to see that.
I think
that's the
Ryder
case.
Block has been another bright spot for Iowa. He isn't very dynamic in how he wrestles, but he's just a hard-nosed kid. Goes forward. He hand fights well. He's not going to let guys in on his legs very often. Like he's got the Iowa style about him.
Yes.
He's just going to win those close matches. You know who he reminds me of? 141 from a couple years ago. Max Mirren.
Max Mirren.
He reminds me of Max Mirren, a tall, long, lanky version of Max Mirren.
He's got to be better. Max Mirren was only a one-time All-American, right?
I don't know. He was always a top 10 kind of guy, though, every single year. So,
But beat number 2, totally sweet. So good for him. Vinny Zerban, just looking great. Beats up Jordan Williams. I watched that match. That was great. Yeah, the lack, like we talked about, the lack of effort.
yeah, it's just like,
what are we doing?
how
The
much
brand's
money
gotta
are
be
you
fixed.
shelling out to these guys, too? That's like, it's not a good investment at this point.
Yeah, and like we were talking about on the way over here is like with this NIL game, are coaches completely discouraged to throw in the backup at this point? Because I can imagine they've put a lot of money into a Nasir Bailey, into a Jordan Williams. It's like, at some point, we got to throw in the backup, but you have so much money in there. Is that really discouraging these guys from doing that?
I mean, at some point, are you losing something like with the money that you've given them? Maybe. Are you going to lose potential investments further down the line because your team is not doing as well as people would have thought? Your hype's going down? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to do what's best for the team right now, like what Oklahoma State did. They're putting Ronnie Ramirez in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? At some point, you got to do what's best for the team right now. And
Yeah.
obviously, so far this season, Nasir Bailey, Jordan Williams are not best for their team right now.
Yeah. For sure.
Against that, though, Caliendo, good investment for
Bright
Iowa.
spot for a very bright spot for Iowa. There is like he's still looking great. Like a good guy coming out and teching, a guy who he's supposed to beat up, but still like, there were some close matches in these last few duels that we've seen. Angelo Ferrari beats Isaac Dean 2-1, right? They didn't necessarily look the greatest. He gets the win, which is impressive, but like Caliendo comes out and just torched this guy.
Yeah, no, I
Super
mean,
sweet.
I definitely think that that's just kind of how Ferrari wrestles. He's going to have close matches. That is what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Match in, match out.
MJ Gayton beats number 2 Patrick Kennedy.
Yeah,
Sick.
it was.
You know where MJ Gayton's from?
No,
You know what state?
I could guess California.
Yeah, California.
Okay, yeah.
You know what city?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Temecula, California. That's where I grew up.
Oh.
I defected.
Does that mean that you beat Patrick Kennedy?
I like to take a little credit for it. Maybe I was responsible for the culture over there at Temecula.
When did you leave? Like 7th grade?
My second 8th grade year.
Your second 8th grade year. Oh, my bad.
I was a holdback, by the way. For
Everyone
anyone wondering.
knows. Everyone can tell.
For any holdback haters out there, I was one of the guys.
Dude, how's it feel to be going bald the older you get? You're almost 30.
I'm
You
trying.
are like a 30-year-old going bald guy now.
Well, I'm 28. I'm turning 29 in like a few months, so
I know, I just added
the
to you.
30-year-old, it's not that insulting. I'm almost there. But no, it hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts. I don't want to go bald.
I know. You sent me a message the other day. You were pretty upset about it, I could tell.
It's these genetics, bro. It's not fair. It's not fair. The genetic,
Frickin' Bill.
the genetic lottery. My grandfather's bald. My dad's bald. It's like it's not going to be good. I knew it. I wanted to deny it.
I always
now
thought it
it's
was going to be
catching up.
Xander, but
Luca's
Luke is going bald for sure. I know
Luca's
that.
been going
Luke
bald
is going to be the Krat type going bald at freaking 22.
Well, Kratz, honestly, Kratz one of the worst I've seen. He's got the Alex Marinelli hairline. But here, I'm gonna get the Alex Marinelli hairline soon.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah. No disrespect to Marinelli, he beat me up a couple times.
He's got that bald head and kept bouncing it off your face.
But so Angelo Ferrari looked good, 2-1, and then Rocky Elam closes out the duel.
Do you think that they're watching that match? I don't know how Dean can. Obviously, there's a way, right? Anybody can be beat. Elam just looks so much longer. Like, and Dean was doing a good job reacting to shots, getting his other feet away, and it just didn't matter. Like, pulling the foot in.
Yeah, Rocky Elam. I think Rocky Elam is severely underestimated. I don't think he has clutch gene whatsoever. I watched him wrestle Bernie Truax at 197. I was the coach in the corner for it, and I really thought that Elam looked phenomenal in that match. And after watching it, I figured he could be an NCAA champ. But I just don't think that he has what it takes to perform very well at NCAAs. But because of that, people underestimate him. He's a much better wrestler than he leads on to believe at NCAAs, on the championship side at least. On the championship side, he looks very good on the backside of NCAAs for the most part.
I got a hot take right now.
Yeah.
I think the best 297s in the country right now are on one roster. Penn State.
Yeah.
I think that is a pretty weak weight class, honestly.
You think Mirasola is better than
I mean,
Rock
I think he could beat him.
I don't know about that.
Really?
I don't know about that. Rock Elam's
I'd like to see it.
and he's strong.
I'd like to see it because I definitely think you got 2 All-Americans on that roster right now, I think.
For sure, you get 2 All-Americans.
I mean, and Dean's 4.
Stephen Little down at 3.
Like, I definitely think that I think that is
Mirasola's
something
for
that
sure.
could happen.
Mirasola is absolutely top 5.
So it's like,
Absolutely,
he's
top
there.
5. Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks to be at least a top 5 guy, and you don't even make the lineup. That totally sucks. But yeah,
To our point about Iowa having a backup 41 or 57 that can probably compete with the 2 starters, I don't know.
say it again. Say it again.
We were talking about for Iowa, maybe another guy that could compete with Monsieur Bailey at 41 or Jordan Williams at 57.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like,
I think Iowa has a good enough team they can throw in their backup, and he can comfortably be top 20, top 25. But
well, I mean,
yeah,
Voinovich isn't really a big upgrade,
not really.
right? I mean, I guess Cale Peterson maybe at 41, but
And to give credit to like Jordan Williams and Nasir Bailey, I do think that they're postseason warriors. They tend to shine in the postseason. They didn't last year, but in years prior they have. And you know what? Jordan Williams did look substantially better in the postseason last year than he did in regular season. Being a coach in the Pac-12, he looked a lot better. But I think as a coach, maybe you've got to know that, and you've got to hold them back from wrestling. You know, they went to the collegiate duels. Then they wrestle Iowa State right after. Like, you've got to know you're maybe not going to get the best out of Nasir Bailey and Jordan Williams. They're postseason warriors.
yeah. All right. Anything else about Iowa versus Iowa State? What did you think about that atmosphere? First time they've won in 21 years.
I bet it was totally sick. Looking at the crowd, it was incredible.
Yeah, and that's got to be awesome for Iowa State too. Like that type of environment, just it's awesome. I wish that that they were having a conversation about like rivalries.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa versus Iowa State's like one of the most heralded ones.
It's good to see that the actual rivalry is back, because when we were in college, it really wasn't a rivalry.
No, I mean the last 20 years it wasn't a rivalry.
No.
So
There were years where Iowa probably completely shut them out.
maybe this is a good segue into Wisconsin, but who do you think Wisconsin's biggest rival is for wrestling?
Minnesota.
Is it? That's what I would have said.
At least
Minnesota.
when I was in college, the biggest beef was with Minnesota. But I didn't really buy into the whole beef thing when I was in college. Like, I hate you guys all. You're all trying to beat me.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't necessarily hate any one particular team more. I just hated them all. But I remember when we first got there, Rutgers,
Nebraska.
Nebraska, yeah, because we beat them. That's a good rivalry.
That was a good one. But I just don't like. For football, it's Wisconsin, Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Wisconsin, Iowa, maybe. But for wrestling, I just don't feel it as much.
No, I didn't really feel like we've had a lot of up and down years. So it's like, you know, what team are we really consistently competing with? We're not really consistently competing with anybody, because, you know, one year we could be ranked number 3 in 2019, and 2 years before that we're ranked like 25. But I would say when I was there, when we were there, probably Minnesota.
Probably.
Wrestling in Minnesota was the most beef, just because it was like.
There's always a competitive duel too. It was always within a match or two.
Yeah.
So.
But I remember when we first got there, it was Rutgers. All the seniors on our team hated Rutgers because they were all Jersey kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Those Jersey kids got a way about them.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we got Sebastian.
Johnny Sebastian.
Johnny Sebastian.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I liked him.
But yeah, so we can talk about the Badgers versus Ohio.
We were both there. What'd you think about the atmosphere over in Stoughton High School? I thought it was pretty cool.
That's Badgers versus Bucknell.
What'd you just say?
Badgers versus Ohio.
Oh, my fault.
You got two matches. They cooked Ohio 27-10 after a loss last year. That's pretty sweet to see that we almost beat them 3-1 this time. Pretty good. I got to eat my words. Nicola Rivera looks incredible. Sometimes he might not look very great in the room, but he looks. I do think strategically he gasses because he opts for a lot of early match points.
I think he's cutting a lot of weight.
Well, I think he's cutting a lot of weight, but I also think he just goes ballistic in the first period to score a lot of points and get a comfortable lead. That you can't really continue to keep that pace. So I think that's kind of why he wrestles.
I'll dispute that just a little bit. I don't think that he went crazy against the Bucknell kid in the first period, and he still gassed out pretty hard. So to me, I feel like that's probably more of a weight cut issue. So
Well, don't get me wrong. I think it can be both. I think he has a little bit of a weight cut that's absolutely detrimental to his
hopefully he
performance.
can lock that in come end of season.
But I also do. I mean, he scored like 10 points, I think, in the first period on the kid.
Yeah, I'm not saying like he's definitely a high octane wrestler. He's going to go out and score points, right? I don't want that to be a reason that we're not competing at nationals this year because we gas out. So we got to figure out the weight. I feel like he's got the ability to be a high octane, high flying wrestler for 6 minutes, right? We saw it in high school.
Yeah.
You know, we're adding a minute, which is tough for sure, right? We've all done that. But I feel like if your weight cuts off at all, your energy is drained by the middle of the first period.
Yeah.
So we got to get that locked in come Big Ten time.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Fugit's looking great. He's looked great the last few duels. I do like Carson Exford. I mean, I don't know how great he is, but his build is phenomenal. He lost to North Dakota State. He won here, and I think he lost to a ranked guy at Bucknell, but he looked great.
Yeah, it was a tight match. It was a last minute takedown, last period takedown that really kind of opened it up.
I think, I mean, I don't know what he sees in his own career, but maybe he could be like a Barnett where this year might be a little bit tough, but next year I think he can do really well.
Yeah, I think he's shooting a lot, and I think that if he could just kind of harness in a couple more
Control himself a little more.
Controlled, targeted attacks to where it's like I'm getting to the leg and I'm finishing this one, not so much just shooting 15 times and hoping to get to 3.
Yeah, we kind of saw that with Ingham. There's a little bit rapid fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think there's a couple guys where it's like, yes, we want to keep that high pace, but let's channel it into some more effective positions to get to.
Yeah, let's play a little bit more strategically here. Yeah. Zargo's looking good. He's also another rapid fire kind of guy, but he just kind of manhandles guys, especially with that underhook.
Yeah, well, that pace and that me and you were talking about this. He'll just get to a leg and let go to fake and snap it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got the leg. We don't need to let go and fake and snap.
Yeah, but I kind of like that. That kind
it is. It's high level. It's high pace. I mean.
Yeah. And it's sometimes you can gas yourself out going for a score, but if you can be patient enough to be like, you know what, maybe I might not finish this. Let's just I'm gonna get you tired. Yeah.
He does that at a very high level. I do think that in the past he's struggled with guys that are not gonna kind of get out of position based off of all the fakes, all the snaps, all the just pushing forward, right?
Yep.
With that high pace, guys that are able to get to his legs, he has struggled in the past. So he was able to scramble out of a lot of attempts from this Bucknell kid. So we'll see if it can kind of translate to some higher level competition.
Yeah, the Bucknell kid did get to his legs a lot, and he did manage to scramble out.
Yep.
But I think we got to get a little bit more solid with that defense.
Yep, I would agree.
Meckler looking great. I mean, he's won.
How did he do against the Ohio kid? I forgot.
11-7.
11-7.
Yeah, 11-7 over Drake. And then against Bucknell,
4-0 over
4-0.
Warrensburger.
He's a Kyle Dake type. He's gonna win by a takedown or two.
Yeah, I think he's another one of those guys that just he's got a strategy to win, and if the match kind of goes that way, he's gonna win most of them. He's got good solid defense, good solid hand fight. He's got a few ways to go get some points. He had a really nice boot scoot against this Bucknell kid.
Yep. There's just sometimes where it's like he'll get deep in on a leg, and it's like I think he's thinking, okay, I'm winning, why risk it? But it's
yes.
You're in such an advantage position. Why are you opting for the stalemate?
Yeah, I've noticed that too, where it's like we're in positions to score sometimes, and we don't really know why we're not scoring.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like against those high level matches or high level guys that you're going to be wrestling later in the year, if we're not, what's the right word? If we're not succeeding on those attempts, then that might be the only one we get.
Yeah.
So we got to.
It's just you're making your life harder on yourself. It's high stress to wrestle a guy at 4-0. It's higher stress than it is to get the next takedown and be up 7-0.
Yeah, and the guys look great. We're being hypercritical here, but
yeah,
it was a good duel for Wisconsin. I feel like
Cody Gable's been looking good. Had a good one with Mulvaney and had a major decision here. I think he was actually only 1-0 going into the second or third period.
Do you think
Ohio and ended up winning 6-2?
Do you think
16-2.
Gable keeps it the rest of the year, holds down 165, or do you know if maybe we shouldn't talk about this, but
Well, I mean, I think
Julian's coming back at all?
Gable is a high performer.
Yes, he is definitely a gamer.
He's real scrambly, but that might be a little bit easier to figure out in the room. But I mean, Julian George is also a really good competitor.
Yeah.
He's really good at wrestling.
Well, I know he got hurt, and that's kind of why Gable was in there in the first place. So I just were interested to see maybe Bono can give us an update.
I think at this point we'll probably see at 165 what we saw last year, where it's like this thing's up in the air. I mean, whoever really wants it the most and proves that they want it the most, is gonna be the guy. You know.
That was a fun match though with him and Mulvaney, and it was kind of cool in the crowd where it was like both guys were AWA growing up. So
yeah, both guys were AWA, and they were kind of slinging it.
Yeah,
Cool.
It was fun.
Duck unders from Cody Gable, who's not the slickest guy ever, but he's throwing duck unders in there and almost gets the score. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But at 174, we gotta get Condon going.
Yeah. I mean, I know you wrestle with him, so I'll be the bad guy here. He looks scared to compete in my eyes. That's what I'm seeing the last couple times I've seen, and it's not so much scared in the sense where he's afraid of the guy. I think he's afraid to make mistakes, and in that process, he's not letting himself go out and just wrestle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not looking to get to a ton of attacks. He's very.
I feel the opposite. I think he is looking for his attacks. I just think, I don't know, he's got to figure out exactly what kind of style he wants to wrestle, because right now he's trying to be like a hard-nosed drive forward guy, but he's got a really square stance.
Yeah.
Which is good for being slick, and I just think
I did say that to you against Bucknell.
Yeah. No, and I totally agree with that. Is like you're wrestling this square stance, and it's really good for his misdirection slickness. I think maybe he's got to compete that way, but it's hard to wrestle that kind of square stance and wait for guys to come into you when you're ranked above them and you got to get the win. And so he wrestles a backup at Ohio and loses the match because I think he's not wrestling his style. So I think if he's got to figure out his style, and then we can go from there.
He could be a guy that kind of develops later, but
he's great. When I wrestled him this morning, he was getting to my legs. He's got great attacks.
Yeah.
I
think some of these short, stocky guys give him trouble because that misdirection stuff doesn't really work against an object that doesn't move or react.
Yeah, exactly. If a guy just wrestles a square kind of like Starachi stance, you're not
gonna misdirect a guy that doesn't move.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, Tockett's kind of took it to him, the Bucknell kid, 14-3.
Tockett's really
like that kid's good. Don't get me wrong, but it really wasn't competitive that whole match.
No, yeah. So we got to get to work there. K.L. Anderson, I think he had he looked really good against North Dakota State. He took a loss against Sal Perrine at Ohio.
Took another loss against Bucknell, 14-10.
The Bucknell one was pretty good.
It was a fun match. Both guys were scoring. If I remember right, something kind of happened in the last 30 seconds of the match. It was
He got cradled. He got put in the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
He kind of stopped wrestling in that little scramble situation. Got cradled.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, it was kind of a tough. It was kind of a tough loss there, especially because it looked like all the momentum was in Anderson's hands.
Yeah.
And then things kind of fell. The wheels started to fall off. But again, I think that he's a great wrestler. And I hope, I think he's got one more year. I hope that he can come back next year.
He's got a good story, I mean, he's been hurt the last couple of years. Like, he's had high promise, and I know a lot of the guys on the team. And
cutting a lot of weight, and then now he's bumping up to 184, and he's wrestling really good guys, beats a top 10 guy right off the rip. But I think this is how it goes. You have some good ones, you have some bad ones. You outperform how you're supposed to, and now
you think water always kind of finds its level?
Yeah, water's for sure going to find its level. And there's a lot of pressure, too, when you beat a top 10 guy. Now you're expected, now he's probably ranked top 20 or top 25. And it's like, okay, now you got to compete that way against everybody. That's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure.
So, yeah, like what you're saying, water will find its level. I'm really excited about Ingham. I think Ingham can do really well. He's a little sloppy in some positions, and like we were saying, he's shooting a little bit too much. Like we said with the Ferraris, those guys are good because they play the game.
Yeah.
Why are we going out here and shooting 15 different shots? Like let's shoot some really good ones,
Yeah, let's take the time and energy to set up a few good ones rather than just spamming shot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really what it looks like, right? We're hand fighting, we're releasing, dropping to a leg. It's not there. Okay, back up. Let's hand fight, release, drop to a leg again. It's dude, let's move them around a little bit. Let's fake, let's snap, let's circle.
The good thing is that he's doing all this stuff, and you would expect him to get tired, and he doesn't.
Yeah, no, he's a goer for sure.
He doesn't really get tired at all. So that is That is great to me.
He does drop his head a couple times on his shots though. Like we can't be getting Magic sticked at 197.
Yeah, yeah. He's got the lead. Like let's keep the lead. Let's not take any unnecessary risks. Now let's talk about okay, I'm really frustrated about this. Braxton should be ranked higher in the rankings.
What is he ranked?
He's ranked 18.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty low.
he just majored the guy who beat Jimmy Mullen. Coy Hopke's taking a bunch of losses.
Yeah, I don't know why Hopkins ranked so high still. Is it got to be like, who has he beaten so far this year? He beat Mullen,
Yeah, exactly.
but so did the Bucknell kid.
Yeah. And where's this Bucknell? So Bucknell now is ranked number 25. Maybe he's taken some really bad losses, but he beat number 16. Or number 15, Jimmy Mullen. So I think that Braxton is substantially better than what these rankings are leading on.
Yeah, he is a guy that I think is going to move up this year.
Yeah.
For sure.
They'll have a tough one against Army. They'll have a really tough one against Army.
Brady Colbert's pretty tough.
Brady Colbert will be tough. Number 13 had a close one with AJ Ferrari. I'm just looking at this.
16, but yeah.
What's up?
Colbert, yeah, he's ranked number 16.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, so that'll be a good one. Number 13. Oh, Army's got a lot of rank guys. Gunnar Filipowicz at 165. That'll be great. Joseph Antonio had a 5-1 match against Antrell Taylor at 157. He's a California kid. That'll be a good one for Meckler. Braden Basile for Army at 141. That'll be a good one for Exford.
This is a duel, yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna wrestle Army this weekend. So there's a lot of really ranked. They're 25, 33, 41, 65. 197. Heavy. They're all ranked. So this will be a great match for the Badgers.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up their schedule right now, sorry. There it is.
But yeah, so there's I think they might have more ranked guys than we do. No, that probably can't be true.
Oh, so they're out in New York this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think we have a more well-rounded team than they do, so I'm not really worried about losing that duel. But there are a couple matches, like you pointed out, that are going to be interesting, kind of seeing how our guys are going forward the rest of the year.
It's a toss-up at 97. 184. I think we could win that one. 174. We should win that one. If Conan wrestles the way he needs to be wrestling. 65 will be tough. Gunnar Filipowicz has been ranked for a couple of years. But Cody Gable's got the funk. But I would say I'd probably lean to give that one to Army. Army has a tough one at 157. If Joseph Antonio is our starter, he was a Super 32 finalist from California senior year.
Okay.
Had a close match against Antrell Taylor in the beginning of the season.
Meckler, keep it close at the very least.
Yeah, Meckler keep it close. 49, we could stomp him.
Zargo.
25 is going to be tough. They got a ranked guy.
Who they got?
Braden Basile.
Yeah, like I said, I think there are a couple matches where we have some ranked guys versus their ranked guys, like heavyweight and 25, where it's like, I'm not too worried about those impacting the duel as much. Maybe they will, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. We didn't think that. We lose to Maryland last year, right?
Oh, we lost to Maryland.
Yeah, we didn't think that duel would really go against us, but there were a couple toss-up matches that ended up being the difference, right?
Yeah.
So I think kind of the same thing here, where I'm not worried about it right now, but I am interested to see how Nicolar does against a Basile.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how Braxton does against Colbert.
Yeah.
So, and I think those are good indicators of how the rest of the season's going to go. So
yeah. So I think depending on what team shows up, we should win that.
I think we should. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on to CKLV. CKLV will be good. Although I gotta say, I love collegiate duels, but I guess the price to pay for collegiate duels is a weaker CKLV, which bums me out. Totally bums me out.
Who are some of the top teams that are not there this year that have been in the past?
Looks like Michigan's not there. Oklahoma State's not there.
Some Michigan. Are you sure Michigan's not there?
Actually, Michigan's there.
Who was the other one you said?
Oklahoma State is not there.
Oklahoma State, yeah.
That's big.
Is Nebraska there?
Cornell is there. That's good. Looks like. Let me see.
I don't think Nebraska's there. They've been there in the past.
So yeah, it looks like
2 top teams for sure.
Minnesota. I'm trying to remember. Does Minnesota usually go? I don't think so. I don't remember McAllen.
I know Nebraska, Oklahoma State, Michigan, but Michigan's there still.
Yep.
I know we've been there in the past. Wisconsin's been there in the past. They're not there this year.
We haven't been there in a while.
Has it been a couple years?
Yeah. You know what's funny is that I don't think they have another tournament coming up at all.
They've really revamped the schedule compared to like what it used to be.
Very dual heavy. I like tournaments, but very dual heavy.
I do think I wish they did a couple more tournaments, and I know they do a couple like early, like they did the Michigan State Open, right? Or no, they did the Iowa State Open, the Harold Nichols.
Okay.
But not as like I remember when we were in school, we did probably 3 or 4. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they still do the
We did Michigan State, Bakersfield, CKLV, Midlands.
Midlands? They still do Midlands.
No.
They were there last year.
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
No, they weren't. They were not. So yeah, not many tournaments.
It's last year's schedule.
But no, I mean I think that this will be it's a really exciting wrestling weekend though at CKLV. But
I'm wrong. You're right.
not necessarily as great as it has been before.
Okay. You want to go down the list of weight classes and just kind of say
and
who we're.
I'll tell you exactly who I think is maybe ranked a little bit lower than they should be.
Okay.
Oregon State, Maximo Renteria at 125. He could do really well. He's a hitter. They got him at 5. I think he could do better than that. Coda Holman will do better than that. Number 26, Cal Poly. I think they got him somewhere around 10. He'll do a lot better. But here, I mean, I think Eddie Ventresca.
He's the top name.
He's the top name, and I think match with Steve O'Poulin. I think Ventresca will take that.
Strickenberger could be a guy that could find his way into the finals.
I do like Strickenberger. He's got aura. He's definitely got aura. Of all the wrestlers in the country, he's probably got the most aura. What do you think?
How much aura do you think he has?
He's got a 9 out of 10 aura.
Okay.
And that's on a Dave Portnoy
Aura scale.
aura scale. 9 is top tier.
What exactly is aura?
What exactly? You don't know what aura is?
I mean, I know what I want.
That's a no.
I want to hear what you think it is.
Aura is just swagger.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using one word to describe another word, but
You've said it a lot.
yeah. Well, I've said aura in the last 10 seconds a lot, but
I think we're up to
know
like
exactly what aura is.
we're up to like
Does
12.
Jet Strickenberger have aura or not?
We're up to like 15. I was just about to say 12, and you said it 3 more
Well,
times.
let me know. I gotta keep asking because you won't concur with me.
A lot
Does
of
he have
aura.
aura or not?
A lot of aura, dude.
Got aura. You know what? Actually, let's go down the whole lineup now in that 133. We'll see who's got the most aura.
He's at 25. Let's move on. Well, let's go to
33.
133.
Tyler Knox, Evan Frost. That'd be a good
That'd
one.
be fun, yeah.
Dylan Campbell.
Kyler Larkin down to 26. Or he's ranked 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He wins the aura battle there.
Kyler.
Kyler Larkin has the most aura. And I'm telling you.
We should get a whiteboard and just be like, who has the
Aura
most
battles.
aura?
Aura battles. So 133, Kyler Larkin has the most aura and also has.
You don't think Evan Frost does right now? He just beat a 2-time returning.
That's not that goes into aura a little bit, but Kyler Larkin has the sickest edits on.
You have been on this guy's edits for a while.
And he just beat Richie Figs. He beat the guy who transferred away from his school. He's an incoming freshman. Beats a transfer NCAA champion from his own school. That's aura. That's sick. At home. At home. He beats Richie Figs. Richie Figs transferred away from ASU.
Well, he can't even start at the new team that he's on.
I know now, but still.
So come on.
That's still aura. You beat
That's
NCAA
like
champion at home.
I just beat a beat dog. Yeah, I get aura now.
NCAA champion at home as a freshman. Aura.
It's like going to youth practice or a youth. Hang on, time out.
No, I'm trying to say this thing. He's got the best edits on Instagram. He's by far got the best edits on Instagram. If you're gonna follow anybody for wrestling on Instagram, it's Kyler Larkin.
Are you done?
Dude, say what you're gonna say. Nobody.
It's like going to a youth football game and then being the all-time quarterback, throwing 10 touchdowns, and be like, I got aura now. Look at me. I'm the best quarterback alive.
Youth football beating an NCAA champion. Youth
No.
football comparison here?
Come on now. The guy can't even start on his team right now.
Are you kidding me? He's an NCAA champion, and he's at like the number 3.
This guy's been talking so much trash about Richie Figs this entire preseason, beginning of the season, and now he's trying to hype him back up just to prove his point. Can you believe this guy?
As it may.
What a scumbag.
Two things can be true at the same time. I am not comparing him to no youth football.
Yeah.
Richie Figs is an NCAA champion.
Come on, dog.
Youth football? Rashka, come on. He's making comparisons to youth football over here.
I've got a point.
No, you don't. Youth football? It's not anything compared to that. Kyler Larkin wins the aura battle. I don't care what you think about Evan Frost.
141, dude.
141. Oh, number one. He's gonna win it too, and he's got aura. Zeth Romney, Cal Poly. He's got aura. He's got a Panther tattoo. He's got an Ed Hardy forearm.
Panther tattoo, #1 aura.
Ed Hardy Panther tattoo on his forearm, and he took third at NCAA's last year. This guy's got aura. Ragason's got aura. Ragason's got aura.
I think, yeah, Julian Tagg's kind of a sleeper for me. He's pretty tough.
Julian Tagg's good. Julian Tagg's really good. This is actually a very interesting weight class.
It's almost like a
This is I'm kind of
underrated.
I'm kind of shaking in my boots for Zeth here.
It's an underrated deep weight class at this tournament.
Ekamendi is good. He looked great, but
he looked really good.
Sibeli's not necessarily looking great, so I don't know. Let's
Can
not
we compare him to youth football?
No way. No way.
I'm joking. I'm riling you up. Let's go.
You're crazy. Yeah. Elijah Griffin's at Ryder now. Wow, he said.
All right, 49.
Just Ryder. And Pearson Manville all the way down. He's gonna do way better than that.
Yeah.
Pearson Manville's good.
Hey, Grayson Clark, Purdue.
Okay, so here maybe a hot take. I think Caleb Larkin is gonna beat Laughlin McNeil worse than he did last time.
So they have Pinheiro Johnson in here right now. I don't think he's wrestling there. I think they're gonna put Frost in. Compared to the talks that I've been hearing from Dresser.
I'm not a betting man, but I would bet Caleb Larkin wins this regardless of Frost or Pinheiro Johnson.
You know who's gonna make some noise?
Who?
Aiden Valencia.
Yeah, actually, you know what? A Caleb Larkin versus Aiden Valencia match would be sick. 1, 2.
That would be pretty sick. You're right.
5.
I'm way more interested in that than watching Laughlin.
It's not going to happen, though.
Are they on the same side?
No, they're on the opposite side.
Why don't you think it's going to happen? Who's he losing to?
Well, if Aiden Valencia can make it through the round of 32 and round of 16 before he just upsets everyone else, then yeah, this very well could happen. But who knows?
If you're Aiden Valencia, the last thing you want to see is a 32 seed.
Yeah, exactly. The last thing he wants to see is Paul Kelly. Paul Kelly's a dog too, but the number 33 guy in the country. Yeah, Aiden Valencia's going to struggle there. He's going to struggle in the early rounds, and then he's going to shine in those later rounds. No, Caleb Larkin takes this regardless.
Shine.
Yeah.
And
obviously Aura. Yeah, you're going to ask who's going to win Aura. Caleb Larkin wins Aura there.
Think so, huh?
Yeah. Paul Kelly is a dog though from Cal Baptist. Paul Kelly's a dog.
Okay.
Okay, 157.
Hang on 1 second.
157.
I was just looking at not Utah Valley, sorry, South Dakota State. Alec Martin is ranked at 49. That's not who just wrestled in their duel. So I was just checking that for South Dakota State.
So the 157. You know what? I like Zerbin. Zerbin's.
Yeah.
He's tough.
You know who a guy is that I really like to watch wrestle? I think I told you this a couple of years ago, but Chance McLean from Arizona State. I liked watching him wrestle. He reminded me a lot of like how my style was. So it's really cool when I get to watch him wrestle, and he does well. I don't think he's gonna do.
I hate watching.
Great.
He wrestles just like you did.
This guy. This guy.
He wrestles just like Patrick Spray did.
I hate it.
Kale Swetson's good at South Dakota State. Stony Buell, 13. I don't think he'll be that good. I don't think he'll be.
I mean, do you think Cardenas, Zerbin, Waters?
I think Cardenas will beat Waters. I like.
I don't think.
He did not look great at all at Oklahoma State, but that
Yeah.
that's not saying a lot.
Hippolito, he's the jiu-jitsu guy, right?
I have no clue.
He was at Virginia Tech, I believe, last year.
He was at Virginia Tech. He transferred. Which I gotta say, you know what?
This is a weaker weight class. Let's just call it like it is.
Yeah.
Not as much depth, not as much intrigue.
Not as much aura. Other than
I was just about to say aura's 0.
Jagger French could do. He's gonna make some noise there.
Let's talk about Cal Poly. Go ahead.
Oh, they look good.
Yeah.
I've worked with Jagger a good amount last year. He's a dog. He wrestles a lot like myself.
I hate it.
All right, 165. Okay, you know what? I'm a Hunter Garvin hater, unfortunately.
Are you? I mean, I think that who he reminds me of is Aiden Valencia. He's gonna beat some guys. You're like, holy cow, he beat that guy, and then he's gonna lose to guys like, who is that?
I should like him because he's kind of got that dog in him. Like he'll scrap with anybody.
Yeah.
And he'll go back and forth too.
I think Nico Ruiz kind of turned some heads this weekend there.
Nico Ruiz is good.
I like he's been a guy that's been hyped up in the past. I think he had an injury last year, but Dip is like the level of intrigue around Ruiz is down a little bit. I think he kind of pops it back up this weekend.
Yeah, he's really good. California State champion. Matt Olguin, also a California State champion, his freshman and senior year of high school. So he's
Nice.
he could be good. He had like overtime matches with Monday before.
Mhm.
He's really good.
Yeah. No, who beat Olguin that you were talking about earlier this year? I forgot.
Dashiell Lamer.
Dashel. Yes.
Dashiell Lamer.
Yes.
Is he in here?
No.
No, he's not. Oh yeah, he's wrestling next semester. I think it's like some transfer thing. But actually, let's see.
Oh no, he's down at 74.
Is he down at 74? Where do they got him at?
He's ranked 27. This is just this isn't the actual entries, right? This is just like their projections of who's there.
Probably, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
good enough. No, I think Dashiell Lamer, he's got aura. He wins the aura battle here.
No, he doesn't.
All right, well, look at
MJ Gaitan.
All right, yeah, I'm saying that because he's.
Gaitan right now is one of the.
Oh, okay, yeah, he wins the aura. Yeah,
I hear people call him Gaitan. I like Gaitan.
Gaitan. You sound more Hispanic when you say Gaitan. It sounds more Hispanic, but you're from Indiana.
Well,
it's kind of not cool.
a lot of aura down there.
Not a lot of aura in Indiana.
Come on, dude.
Indiana is probably the most auraless state in the union.
You know that's not true.
In the union.
In the union?
In the whole union.
All right.
The least.
Let's go up to 74. Your aura talks.
Who's the best wrestler from Indiana right now in the country?
Ooh. That's a good question. Hold on. My dad's gonna give me so much shit about this. I'm gonna miss someone's name. He's gonna be like, "Dude, you didn't bring him up."
Let's see. I think I know.
Just start throwing them out, and I'll tell you who I think.
I'm not gonna throw. You gotta tell me one.
I gotta tell you.
Uh-oh.
I'm going blank right now.
Is Nick Feldman from Indiana?
No, Christian Carroll was, right?
I think Nick Feldman might be from Indiana. Nice.
Are you talking about in NCAA right now?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Calm down, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, 174. I think Simon Ruiz. I think he's got to be the favorite in this bracket. MJ Gaitan, whatever. I think maybe he'll be riding high off of this last win, or maybe he kind of finds his water finds its level again. Bill Mantanona, I think, is someone that could kind of come out and find himself in the finals against Ruiz.
Yeah.
But
California boy.
Danny Wask is pretty good too, actually.
I think Bo Mantanona could find his way to the finals there with Danny Wask.
I think that'd be a good semis match.
To the finals with Danny Wask being on his side. I mean, I think MJ Gayton, he's a tough one to have there. Lorenzo Norman, he's really good. Lorenzo Norman's really good. This is actually a really good weight class.
Deep.
I think Simon Ruiz takes it. He's good enough.
Moses Espinoza Owens from South Dakota State. I think he's a guy that could start finding his way higher up in the rankings. What weight class is that? 74?
Honestly, whenever I see that someone's from South Dakota State, it's like, all right.
Dude, South Dakota State just beat Minnesota.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's impressive. Wait, what were you about to say? I got it.
I'm just
carried
curious.
away.
I just, like, if you see South Dakota State, you probably are like, if you see that you're wrestling South Dakota State next round, you're like, oh, damn. Like,
okay,
all
yeah,
those
you're talking them up. My bad. I thought you were talking them down.
No. I would never do such a thing. I've always gassed up South Dakota State.
A lot of aura there.
South Dakota State, University of Northern Iowa, all the Midwest schools I like. I'm a Midwest guy.
Not Iowa.
I'm a Midwest born and raised kind of guy.
You don't like
I
Iowa.
love the sushi here. Huh?
Said you're not a Midwest Iowa guy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I like Iowa State. Not Iowa.
Yeah. All right, 84.
84.
Kind of a weaker weight
Couldn't
class.
name one Indiana guy
Are we talking about in college right now?
in college right now. That's what I said.
Yeah, no, I can't do it right now. I'm going blank. I'm sure I know there's guys, and I'm gonna feel like an idiot once you start figuring it out. But
All right.
Christian Carroll, dude, I know that guy.
Yeah, he is. He's Indiana. Yeah, you know what? This one doesn't look that great.
No, I'm.
Brock Mantanona.
Isaac Dean didn't really look that impressive. I know he had a really close match with Ferrari, but I mean, was he ever really close to doing much?
He had a close one, so that's.
I mean, it was
worth
close, but
something.
like, were you ever in fear that he was gonna beat Ferrari?
No.
I wasn't either, so I don't know.
But yeah, this could be pretty interesting bracket. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward.
TJ McDonald, California kid. He's got aura. I don't know how great he is at wrestling, but he's got aura.
Anybody from California's got aura for you.
Yeah, I happen to know more kids from California, so when I see like Peyton Thomas from Navy at 197, I'm like, he may have aura, but I don't know him. If I don't know him, he obviously doesn't have that much aura.
Fair enough.
197, Elam and Rodemaker. Rodemaker's good. Rodemaker does not get enough credit. He's a U23 world champ.
Mm-hmm.
U23 world champ.
Yeah, he had an impressive summer.
So this could be a good one. 184 is going to be a little bit of a snooze fest. 197
picks up a little bit.
You've got a good Bennett Berge. Bennett Berge's good.
Bennett Berge is good. Joey Novak, he wrestled in the All-Star Duel earlier this year. Sonny Sasso had an upset over at the duels. I forgot who his upset was over. Sorry.
He's not related at all to Sammy Sasso, is he?
I assume they were.
I don't know.
I guess I don't know, though.
I like this bracket.
Rin Lawrence was pretty good back in high school. We'll see what he can do over at West Virginia.
Decent bracket. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Heavyweight. This one looks pretty cool. Actually, Younger Bastida takes this, I think.
Dude, no love for Tink? Or a Tink?
I'm going to say, Tink definitely wins Aura Battle. He's got tattoos all over his body. That's pretty sweet. If you got tats, that's immediate aura boost.
I don't know about that.
Immediate aura boost.
You don't have any tats? Where's all your aura?
I never said I had aura.
Really?
I just have respect.
You just go through life without aura?
Go through life without aura. You know what? How's this? I want to give Bennett Berge he's the winner of the 187 Aura Battle. He doesn't have any tats, but you know what? It would add to it.
Rademacher doesn't have it. Winning the U23 world title.
Again, it's not all about competition. You got to have some swagger, and it's the way you wrestle too. It's the way you wrestle. Look, if it was you know what, just being the best.
You guys see this stuff I deal with, like having to have these conversations.
If it was it's an aura battle. It's not who's the best wrestler battle.
Come on.
We have there's two distinctions.
I didn't say he was the best wrestler.
Well, you're saying that he's a U23 champ. Like, that counts for a lot, but nonetheless, aura means a little bit more.
You're pissing me off.
But no, I think Tink is going to be substantially higher than where they have him.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a good weekend.
I think right now, I could see him at 3. I think as the season goes on, Tink's the type of guy who's kind of got to get like a feel for what's going on.
I don't really know much about that Lenoska guy. Like, I think that he can compete with Rasmussen, Jimmy Mullen. So, like, I could definitely see him being in the semis.
Yeah.
Kind of interested to see how that bracket unfolds.
I could see Tink being number 3, maybe even beating Tegan.
Lenoska is a freshman, ranked number 10. And then Rasmussen ranked number 12.
6 runs into 3, so Tink runs into 3, and then so he runs into Lenoska, and then he runs into Gadali. This would be cool.
Good little bracket.
Yeah, because he already beat Filipowicz this year. Tink did.
Okay.
Majored him, I think.
All right. Yeah, I mean, so I think next week we'll definitely do a recap of this, kind of revisit a lot of these weight classes. Talk about what we thought was interesting. Maybe it'd be fun to kind of watch that tournament. So,
of course, I'm gonna watch
kind of like what we did for the national duels finals. We should get together, watch it, and kind of jot down some ideas.
Let's do it.
But no, let's move on to some RAF stuff. I know we're kind of running late. Jake, where are we at for time? We're good. Let's go over some RAF stuff.
Let's do it. What'd you think about this weekend's RAF?
I thought it was good. I mean, I don't know how I really feel about the UFC fighters wrestling. I'm glad that they're wrestling each other now and not that they're trying to put a UFC guy against like one of our top level wrestlers. It's a lot like the MMA guys going over to boxing. It's like, it's interesting until we're like, oh yeah, they're an MMA fighter. They're not going to win. You know what I mean? And it's kind of the same thing with wrestling. Like, these guys are good at – it's a completely different sport. So it's like, can they wrestle? Yeah. Were they good at wrestling 20 years ago? Yeah. But it's like, it's a step down. It's not really – like, watching Caldwell wrestle, I'm not interested in watching him wrestle anymore.
Yeah, no, that I totally agree with you. But I think that I would have been incredibly excited to see a Tito Ortiz versus Chael Sonnen rematch. That would have been totally sick. As stupid as the match would have been.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I still want to see it.
That's fair.
Like, I mean, it's
like if you're gonna have them wrestle each other, I think it's more interesting.
I think the wrestling community is kind of spoiled in that we're really we really like to focus on like excellence and like who's number one. But I think there's some
That was
right,
number 3 that just happened, right?
what? Yeah, Rokfin.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
But I think that there's some validity to the fact that like sometimes things are just exciting to watch because of like people like to watch Logan Paul because he builds hype around the fight.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not necessarily that great, or Jake Paul, I should say. He's not necessarily great at boxing, but I think it brings eyes to the sport of wrestling. That's good.
I mean, we could talk about Jordan Oliver over Real Woods. I mean, there's an older guy that's coming back, and it's like, well, damn.
Yeah,
I mean, you beat our rep this year.
he beat our rep.
I mean, that's impressive.
It's very impressive.
I mean, I don't think that means that Oliver comes out of, I don't know if he's necessarily in retirement, but he hasn't competed in a while. I don't know if he comes back and tries to make a push again now that he beats Real Woods, but
Yeah, no, I think that was honestly a big surprise to me.
yeah, for sure.
But Oliver's still competing. You get guys like Clay Guida.
When's the last time Oliver competed?
Well, he's still fighting. He's fighting.
Oh, he's fighting now?
Fighting, yeah. So he's still like
I actually didn't know that.
he's still actually competing. So that makes it more interesting. But like Caden Henschel versus Clay Guida, like actually, I was very excited to see that. But at the end of the day, is Clay Guida that great at wrestling? Probably not.
That's my whole point. It's like you got names for sure, but
I guess it's kind of cool. Like, all right, let's see, Clay, how are you pretty good at wrestling? Like, if you
Yeah.
Caden Henschel, that's
like
pretty
Pat
impressive.
Downey versus Joaquin Buckley, I thought was dumb. I thought that was dumb.
silly. And honestly, Bassett versus Caldwell, but Caldwell was a wrestler. But
That's what I mean. Like these guys were wrestlers; they were good, but now they are just so far removed from the sport. Like honestly, I don't even know if Buckley wrestled. I'm sure he did, but it's like you're so far removed from the sport that it's like I'm not interested in watching you get your ass kicked by some guys that are pretty freaking good.
yeah, exactly.
So it's
I'm
just,
with
and I understand that matchmaking is tough. You got to do what you got to do, and you're trying to create as much hype as you can. So it's like, yeah, let's put Bassett versus Caldwell. Bassett's a big name,
Yeah.
right? But everyone knew how that match was going to go. They didn't know it was going to be a fall that early, but everyone knew that Caldwell was not going to win that match.
Yeah.
It was pretty well known.
After watching who'd Caldwell wrestle, Caldwell wrestled Real Woods first.
Yeah, it's just
It was like, all right, this is
the best one that they did was Oliver versus Woods, and maybe it's hindsight or hindsight bias where it's Oliver beat him, but that one actually had some intrigue. It wasn't that long ago that Oliver was a high level wrestler. Like just 5 years ago, he was competing to be our rep.
yeah.
So
But otherwise, I mean, there was some good stuff on this card.
yeah, let's talk about it.
Gomez versus O'Connor was great. I mean, O'Connor's coming out of retirement, but he's still a wrestling coach, so I think that he still got it.
Where's he at?
Illinois.
Oh, is he?
Illinois. But he looked good. It was a 9-1. Austin Gomez.
Gomez is just he's good.
Gomez is a dog.
Yeah,
he's probably
he's
one
just
of the best.
good.
He's one of the best in the world.
I would agree.
And then Andriy Yatsenko beats Spencer Lee. He pins him. I mean, he shouldn't have won, but he did. I thought that was pretty. I had a feeling too. I had a feeling something was going to happen because I think they wrestled at 135. It was catchweight 135.
Okay.
Spencer Lee usually wrestles at 125. But I mean, Spencer Lee should have beat him anyway. But I remember having a feeling like I don't know. I think he could.
Dude, I feel like Spencer Lee might be one of the best wrestlers that just gets caught all the time.
Not all the time.
Like all the time.
What?
Dude,
It's twice now.
I don't know.
It's twice now in like the last.
No, he got pinned by Piccinini.
Okay, that was like 5 years ago.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my God, that was like 6 or 7 years ago.
That is he gets caught.
I think there's a
pretty decent
microscope.
amount.
There's a microscope on Spencer Lee, and at the end of the day, I think we know all the times that he got caught because it was so shocking.
That could be the case.
Three
as well.
times.
That
Three
could be the
times he's
case.
been caught. He got caught against.
They
Ramos.
stick out like a sore thumb.
Caught against Ramos, caught here, and caught against
Piccinini.
Piccinini. They stick out like a sore thumb because he's probably like considered the best wrestler pound for pound by most people.
I don't know if that's true. You think he's the best wrestler pound for pound?
In the United States. In college, he was considered the most. He won the Hodge.
Yeah.
He should have won the Hodge his senior year. I mean, it's like if Gable,
That could be the case. That
if
could be-
Gable
that could be
Stevenson
true.
gets pinned, you know about it, right?
Yes.
And
But he just
so
doesn't. That's my point. He doesn't.
He doesn't, right? But he doesn't. But nonetheless, he's been caught 3 times in the last.
Kyle Dake doesn't get caught like that. Kyle Snyder's been caught like that before.
I know, but what I'm saying is like I think that it's not right to say that Spencer Lee gets caught all the time. He's been caught 2 times in the last 3 years.
He gets caught more than other high-level wrestlers.
Caught and pinned?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You might be able to make a case there, but I think he's lost. Like, he very rarely ever loses.
Fair enough. What did you think about some of the female matches?
Um,
Gomez versus Mir, beat her 7-3.
Kenny Blades, Tech Falls.
Kennedy Blade stuff. Like, she's just a good wrestler.
She's good.
No one's really on her level at her weight class.
No. She's an animal.
Yeah.
What do you think about
Mendez versus Chandler.
uh,
What were you gonna say?
Cassiope? Cassiope had a good match against Tesudina before.
Yeah, I mean it was close. Gets stepped over and pinned. That was kind of unfortunate to see. You kind of wish he would have won that, but
I know. And so you know what though? I thought something could happen because Tasudinov just got teched by some Kazakhstan guy at a tournament in Russia.
okay.
Somewhere in one of the Russian countries. And so I told Cassiope, I was like, yo, he just got, before he left, I was like, yo, he just got pinned. Like, or he got teched.
Uh-huh.
Like, you could have a good match against this guy. He might not be on his game yet. And I thought, dude, honestly, Cassiope probably should have won. He probably should have won.
He took him down and right into that turn, and it looked like things were going in his favor, and
I know.
he kind of just got lazy and
That's why you don't wrestle
fell to his
parterre.
side. Yeah.
That's why you don't wrestle parterre. Don't do it.
You should clip that, send it to Ben, and be like, I shouldn't be wrestling parterre.
Yeah, clip it.
Obviously.
Clip it, send it to Ben. Don't wrestle parterre. It's useless. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't even watch Michael Chandler versus Jesse Mendez or versus Chad Mendez.
I just saw the clip at the end where he, I think he got a head pinch, but
Shout out to Chad Mendez. Cal Poly wrestler.
I knew you were gonna say that. You fuck.
Careful language, bro. It's easy. On camera, little kids.
Sorry, guys.
Our fan base is mostly little kids.
Is that right?
That's why I'm talking about aura on the. Those kids like that stuff. So can't be
Yeah.
dropping f bombs.
I didn't drop an F bomb.
Yeah, it's under their breath, but
You hear this guy creating lies?
I did no such thing.
Chad Mendez, though.
Chad Mendez.
I'm not. I know Chandler's a Missouri guy, and he's got ties to Ben and everything, and I shouldn't have this take, but I'm just not interested in watching him fight, watching him wrestle, watching him do much.
You know, if I was there, I don't know what weight they wrestled at, but I was wondering if he was gonna shout out Conor McGregor after.
Yeah.
I want to wrestle you, Conor McGregor. Bo Bassett called out.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Conor
Conor.
McGregor.
He got called out.
Yeah, but there's no way Conor McGregor does this.
Bo Bassett
made,
is the new Jake Paul, just fighting all these old has-beens.
Yeah, all the old heads. But Bilal, Carr's gonna have Bilal. That's gonna be.
Is this the next one you're talking
If
about?
I'm on deck and David Carr is wrestling Bilal Muhammad, I'm basically not on deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're up.
I'm up.
Yeah. It's just not interesting.
Flip that. Huh?
It's just not. Yeah, it's not interesting. Who around? So you're wrestling Dean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well, so here's the thing though, but it's gonna bring UFC fans.
you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look, not a lot. Not necessarily as many as maybe like.
How
Michael
many
Chandler.
UFC fans are like, holy crap, dude? Chad Mendez versus Michael Chandler in a wrestling match? Let me go watch that.
Probably a few hundred.
I hope that's true, man. I hope for RAF's sake that is true. I wish it is, and I will eat my words.
I think it is. They keep doing it. I mean, there's
I'm
a reason
not.
they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a reason they're doing it. Those guys bring a lot of.
Maybe I'm just a
support.
freaking hater.
Yeah. You're just a hater, dude.
I'm looking up the roster for 4 right now. Do you have the roster? I know, obviously, you're on it, but
It's actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty good roster.
here we go. They got Hendrickson wrestling again. Oh, he's got Paris. There we
That's
go.
a good
See,
one.
there we go.
This one's gonna be good.
What else we got? It's in Fishers, Indiana. Shout out. Oh, Mason Paris, Indiana kid, but he's not in college.
He's not in college anymore. Good Indiana kid though. Really good.
Nick Lee, Indiana kid.
Yeah.
Chad Red, Indiana kid. Stefan Micic, Indiana kid.
Nick Lee was good. Oh, Bo Nickel versus Yoel Romero. Bo Nickel.
You got that? Where is it?
No, there's different like announcements about it. I don't know if they have a whole roster of it, but it'll be a good one. Bilal Muhammad versus David Carr.
Not interested.
Yeah, me neither.
Who are you kind of looking forward to wrestling again after this match? Obviously, we're not looking ahead. We're focused on Dean, but
I'm gonna get one of these UFC guys.
yeah, dude, why not?
Yeah, give me easy fights. Give me easy fights. Conor McGregor.
Here we go. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Zahid versus Parker Kekheisen. That's a match. There we
Zahid
go.
Parker, that's a good one.
Sarah Hildebrandt's wrestling a Greek lady, Maria Prevlaraki. We got Cardenas versus Hidley. glad to see Hidley wrestling again.
Hidley.
He's good.
That'd be a good one.
You got you versus Dean at middleweight.
Nice. That's for the middleweight championship.
Yeah, David Carr wrestling Bilal Muhammad. David Carr has wrestled two, these guys aren't scrubs, obviously, but let's consider them in a wrestling sense. He's wrestled two, lower.
Scrubs.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's wrestled.
Let's just call it like it is.
Bilal Muhammad is a scrub. If Bilal Muhammad thinks that he stands a chance against David Carr,
Dude, watch him go out there and beat him.
there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see David Carr step up and, maybe actually wrestle someone tough.
I know. Wrestle me next.
Yeah, there we go.
Bump up. Try to get 2 belts.
Quit being
Let
soft.
me do it.
Go wrestle Evan Wick.
Bump up.
Bo Nickel versus Yoel Romero. I don't think that's going to be close, but the name is there. The hype is there. Fair. I like it.
Yep.
Maybe those two will fight each other next. There we go.
Yeah.
Do a wrestling match and a fight.
Yeah, and then a fight. Is Yoel Romero done fighting?
I don't know. He's almost freaking 50.
Yeah.
And then, we got Diakma Hollis versus Gomez. That's a fun match. That is this card is much better than RAF3. That's what it is.
Oh, dude. Yanni's going to wrestle Gomez.
I just said that.
You did?
Are you kidding me?
I'm just not even paying attention.
Let's clip that.
This dude can't even
Send
name
it to
one
Evan and be
Indiana
like,
guy.
pay
This
attention.
dude can't even name one Indiana guy. Why I got to listen to him? Who this guy?
Who this guy?
Who this guy?
Who is this guy?
But yeah, that's a good one. This is going to be a really fun event.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this one.
Yeah, so we have a lot of stuff to talk about next time.
So we got
Next time you guys tune in.
2, 3, 4. That's a championship match. Carr versus Muhammad. It's just because Carr won.
He is the champ. Yeah.
How are you below David Carr? So maybe you got to bump up. Is really what it is. You're at 75. He's at 85. It says.
What?
Yeah, it says that you're at middleweight 175. He's at 85.
Oh well, it's just a catchweight because Bilal probably can't make 165.
Why is the championship match then?
Crazy cut. Yeah, but
I'm excited to watch.
yeah, this will be fun. Yeah, got a lot of content to talk about next time. But
I think we're kind of heading towards a Bo Nickel Trent Hidley match. That'd be fun.
yeah, it'd be great.
That'd be a fun one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah, me too. Well, have a lot of stuff to talk about next time.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Evan Wick.
I'm Patrick Spray.
This is episode 17 of
Washed Up.